How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today I have a Mercedes-Benz here. This is an E-Class that is here for a headlight restoration. These headlights were really bad. They were all yellowed up. So guys, just like always, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show because this one is going to be a short one. As I mentioned, guys, this car is in for headlight restoration. So first thing first, I start with taping all the outer edges of the headlight, because when I am sanding I don't want to accidentally sand the paint, because paint is really thin on those areas and it will make buffing off those scratches really hard. So it's best to reduce the work and make sure that all the edges are protected. When I do headlight restoration, I have 4 stages of sanding. That is, I use 800 grit, 1000 grit, 1500 grit, and 2000 grit sanding paper. So here I start off with 800 grit sanding paper. This is where I'm taking all the yellow film that is sticking to the headlight and it makes the headlight dull and everything. So this 800 grit is doing all the job of removing all the yellow film that is on top of the headlight. And the following sandpapers, the 1000, the 15 and the 2000 grit, they will reduce the scratches that the 800 has put on the headlights. As I'm sanding down these headlights, you can see me that I'm doing some inspection on it, that I'm looking if all the yellow film is coming off of the headlights. And you see me that I go back again with the 800 grit. I just want to make sure that I remove all the yellow film that is on there. And next I move on to the 1000 grit. 1000 grit is actually refining the scratches that the 800 has put onto the headlights. That means always, whenever I'm sanding, and if you guys are sanding, make sure you sand in a cross hatch pattern. That means if you go one direction, you need to go the opposite direction the second time. So this way you are refining the scratches and the scratches not on the straight line. It would make harder for the buffer to remove the scratches and you will have to waste a lot of product. Guys, here I'm using the 1500 grit sandpaper and I'm using my hand to sand down the headlight because I want to make sure that I reach the corners of the headlight to remove any remaining yellow film that is on there, to make sure the complete surface of the headlight is smooth and the scratches that the 800 grit and the 1000 grit that I put on there, it is completely smoothened out by the 1500. And then I will follow the same step with the 2000 grit, and that will literally like ultra refine all the scratches and the buffer will do the rest of the job. So guys, now is the time that I have to remove all the scratches that I have put onto the headlight. And here I'm using an orange cutting pad, and this pad is from Chemical Guys. I just bought some brand new ones, so I'm here using a new pad on this particular job. And guys, my choice of compound today is M105, that is Maguire's M105. This is a really amazing compound, and whenever I polish, I make sure that I prime the pad. Priming the pad is I distribute even amount of compound all over the pad, so I'm not running it dry. Usually it is a very good practice doing paint correction, but here I'm doing it on the headlight. I always like to practice that. So make sure if you're ever using a brand new pad or anytime polishing, always prime your pads. It's a good practice and it makes the job really easy. After all the polishing is complete, I have removed all the scratches that I put from sanding onto the headlights, and I repeated the same sanding process across all the headlights on this vehicle. And now when the orange pad is done removing all the scratches, it leaves some of the haze behind. So now a white polishing pad that I use with M205, that is Maguire's 205 polishing compound, it removes all the hazing and it brings the gloss and it brings the shine back to the headlights, and they look amazing. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do enjoy the end result, and please do subscribe to the channel and make sure to like this video. And just like always guys, I will see you on the next one.